Hi guys, Kim here with Like Tesla. So it's been exactly 12 months now since we took delivery of our car, and we've reached about 25,000 miles. We've gone on around 10 different road trips through various states, and we just thought it was about time to do a 1-year review of the car. So for me, before we took delivery of the car, I thought for sure my favorite feature would be the wings. But by far my favorite feature is actually the windshield.
Yeah, the big sky windshield.
It is for sure. There's been so many times where I feel like we've been driving, we've been doing different things, looking at Christmas lights throughout the year, and I've just really appreciated it. And not just me, the kids are always looking up in the back.
Yeah, the view from back there too. Even for the third row, it's kind of, you got to sit back there to experience it, but the glass comes up and over, and from the third row's vantage point, you're still getting to see quite a bit of glass.
If a helicopter flies by, the boys go nuts. I mean, it's really been fun for them as well.
Yeah. How about the heat though in the heart of summer? Any ill effects from the light or the heat? Actually, we're sitting right there.
That has not been an issue for me. You can go back and see one of my reviews of the screen that they sent us for that. I don't notice any extra heat on my head. I feel like just turning on the regular AC does a good job. It doesn't seem to add anything from the windshield.
Yeah. The likes though, when it comes to drivability in the car, what do you think?
I mean, it's amazing. I've never driven anything even as close to this. It's actually so good that yesterday I was driving along and didn't even realize that I was speeding and got a ticket. One of like actually I think this is my first speeding ticket ever.
Yeah.
But I didn't even realize that I was, you know, I don't know.
Can you blame Elon?
I know.
Everybody
I'm
else
gonna mail him. I'll mail him the ticket and say this is your fault.
Officer was the algorithm.
I know. And then of course the officer is like, ooh, what kind of car is this? So we always get people asking us about the white seats, and they have held up great. I mean, honestly, there's no stains, no rippling, nothing. Again, 2 kids, they do eat in the car. I will say that somebody details the car once a week, so we try to keep it clean, but I mean, they have held up phenomenally.
Yeah. Would you go and get another color if you could?
I would definitely get the white again.
You get the white again.
I'd get the white again. Yeah. And that was originally, we went back and forth between the black leather and this vegan white. And we had ordered the black, and that was one thing that we went back and changed. Actually, we actually paid extra.
The change fee, yeah. The
change fee to get the white, and I'm so glad we did. It's a cool wow factor too.
I know.
You know,
with this car,
you can't try to be understated in this car. So you know, you might as well go for it. Yeah. And I love them. It's one of my favorite features as well.
How about Autopilot? What's your experience been with Autopilot? You were the one that was not wanting to try it.
I was
really
like scared in the beginning.
1, 2. Now you're on Autopilot.
Oh my God, now I let go.
You can let go?
Are you sure?
Yes.
I don't know how I feel about this.
You're going.
I mean, I can have like a full conversation with you, but it totally freaks me out.
I love the holy hands you've got going.
It freaked me out. Now I really only use it on road trips though, because I kind of stick within like a 5-10 mile radius of our house typically. But on a long road trip, it's really nice to have. Normally you would drive for 2 or 3 hours and you'd be pretty exhausted.
Yeah.
I don't feel like that at all when I'm in Autopilot. I mean, you're still looking at the road, but you don't have to concentrate the same level that you do typically.
Yeah. Well, I think your eyes are not staring at the lanes going by for hours and hours on end, and that's what makes you fatigued after several hours of your eyes not being able to go off.
It's also nice on a couple road trips when I've been with the kids and they've dropped a toy and I'm sitting here trying to, you know, grab the toy. I feel like it's a lot safer option.
Yeah.
There was a funny story on the forum though where a girl was trying to take off her jacket in Autopilot and she unbuckled her seatbelt for a second and the car actually stopped. I mean, you should never take your seatbelt off, but at the same time I feel like I may have been there before where I've, you know, for a second, I don't know. This is the best part of Autopilot right here, when you get warm and you need to switch out.
she was asking me to watch the steering wheel while she does it. I'm like, I think you're good for 10 seconds to take your sweatshirt off.
Well, so much better. I'm probably going to get in trouble for saying that. But I can understand it.
But you never took your belt off, I don't think. That's a new, it's a new software thing integrated. So if you have a Tesla and are watching this or going to get one, don't try it, because if you do, and depending on what speed you go, it'll slow you down abruptly.
Yeah. So before we got our X, we had a Leaf. So we had experienced electric cars before, and we had some regen braking, but not to the degree that the Model X has it.
But even like me taking your foot back and forth between two pedals, that's part of what can get you tired in traffic, right?
That's true. It's a one pedal driving for the most part. I barely ever put my foot on the brake because of it. I just drive with the gas, and then I, slowly. Sorry, with the accelerator.
There you go.
It's so funny how those things become like a habit. But yeah, it's a one pedal. I just put my foot on the accelerator and kind of edge it off, and I never, except for when I have to come to a complete stop, will put my foot on the brake. And the regen braking is what makes it hard to switch between a gas car and an electric car.
Yes.
Because you get so used to this style of driving, and that's why people on some of our other videos get upset with me because I, talk
people
about that
comparison.
But to go back to what we were saying about the wings being kind of flashy and getting a lot of attention, it's not even just the wings. I feel like when we drive places, people are always asking questions about this car. What kind of car is it? What makes it special? Is it different? Is it all electric? And a lot of times,
who makes it?
Who makes it? Yeah. And then you tell them Tesla, and they go, so Mercedes? No, Tesla.
But the last week, some guy said General Motors. You mean General Motors makes it? I said no, Tesla makes it. Oh, they must be new.
I know, it's pretty funny.
Really.
But the people that know are always, not always, but a lot of them are kids. Even like elementary school age kids will come up and ask questions about it, and they'll know all about it. Having the captain style seats, it's really nice with the kids. They're not poking each other and touching each other. Also, there's room between them and underneath them for extra storage. I mean, it has so much extra space. And then the frunk, I use the frunk every day for groceries. That's like my favorite thing to put in there. Or it's really good if you have takeout food that's kind of smelly, because you can stick it in the frunk and it doesn't stink up the cabin.
That's the best part. Yeah, that is really good. Anything really. We go to the pool and the towels or something smell like chlorine, you put them in there.
So with all this being said, there are a few things that we dislike about the car. Nothing's ever perfect. For me, one thing is, when I try to put car seats in the third row, there is not a lot of leg room for the kids. They always kind of angle their legs, I noticed, towards the center. Another thing that I would have liked is to have the second row seats be able to fold flat so that we could have more cargo room if I wanted to buy something and bring it back here or whatever.
The 5-seat configuration, they now let you do that after so many people raised hell about not having a second row that folded. How about the wings? So I've heard you go back and forth over the last 12 months about how you sometimes don't like them, sometimes you like them, sometimes you get frustrated.
They've improved a lot, though.
Yeah.
Is what I will say about the wings. Is now I love them. In the beginning, there were some bugs that we were still working out. Even like the most recent software upgrade has changed it so the water, if it's raining and you have the wing open, the water just like really neatly goes around the side.
Well, I think it just opens at a different angle, with a certain setting. So if it's raining, then it just doesn't let water get into the cabin as much. Yeah.
There also, when we first got the car, you had to be really aware of how high the ceiling was above you. So if you went in a parking garage with low ceilings, there had been times where people had opened up the wings and it had hit. And so I was always really, really paranoid about that. But then we accidentally tested it out a few months ago, and there's been a few upgrades since then. I just almost had a heart attack. I opened up the wings without looking above me. I am so glad that they have upgraded the technology.
Wow, Kim, look how close we got. Holy cow. Way to go, ultrasonic sensors. Is this extremely low? Yeah.
And they performed perfectly. They've
refined the software because it really, looks and sees the surrounding a lot better. And
yeah.
We've had a couple bugs early on with it as well, where it would see an obstacle that wasn't there, so they redesigned the sensors and put new sensors on our car.
Yeah.
We had our door latches in the front doors fail. They redesigned those for all the new X's coming off the line.
But we were also one of the first people to take ownership of this car, so you know that's kind of expected with a car of this magnitude. As
you said, this is a very early VIN in the 4000s. There are about 40,000 X's now on the road, so there's a tenfold increase in production experience. So you would imagine that you're not going to have those issues or expect to have those issues anymore.
So I think one of the best parts about owning the Tesla is actually something that we didn't even realize or think about when we purchased it. It is the community that comes along with it. You will be supercharging your car and you'll meet another owner and you just get to talking and you meet all these amazing people. There's also a lot of Facebook groups, different, you know, different things going on to meet different EV owners and Tesla owners.
Yeah, it's just like-minded individuals that you have a lot in common with.
So what do you guys think of the S versus the X? Do you own either one of them, or have you test driven one of them, and do you have an opinion? Let us know in the comments below. So Tesla just announced with the new referral program that not only will you be getting $1,000 off if you use our code, but the first 5 to use our code will get the unlimited supercharging for life. So that is a interesting and amazing incentive right there. Keep us in mind if you're in the market for one, and thanks for watching. If you like our videos, please press the like button and comment below. That really helps my channel grow, as it tells YouTube to share our videos with others and help spread the word of sustainability and EVs.